Alright everyone, we have had a new update today in Trackmania 5-year anniversary, and with that the new summer 2025 campaign coming into the game as well. I just discovered throughout all of the maps, got all of the author times, and now it is time to take a look at the world records, because I am really interested to see what people have cooked so far already within the first 5 hours of the campaign being released. And we can see already map number 1, world record goes to Hobbit. Let's check it out. So pretty simple here. Obviously the first maps, I only needed 1 try for the other time, so I don't have that much experience on this one. And it's very simple, to be honest. There's not that much going on this one. It's a really simple map, no speed slides. We often have speed slides on map 1. So yeah, just tight lines here, tight lines there, landing here. You want to land pretty close to the churn already. And then here, minimize the time spent over the penalty. Also very straight exit. It's very important to be straight as you're exiting the penalty here for maximum exit speed after. Then here they just drive over the penalty, normal. Try to be right here, like on the edge of this, so you use the grass acceleration as much as possible. And then just a normal turn left like this into the finish. Maybe a small no-side at the end. Yeah, pretty simple map, very close to be honest. It's within 200s, the top 5 already. Alright, let's see map number 2 then. Also going to Hobbit. Hobbit with the world record on maps 1 and 2 already. So full no-side start. Small speed side there into 4th gear. Another no-side here. Yeah, that makes sense. Then here, just try to keep a nice line, another no-side. Oh my god, how many more no-sides do we have on this map? And then just clean finish, okay. So, on this one as well, so start is fairly easy, no-side, you just steer a little bit. You can do that on keyboard, no problem as well. Then this one here, I don't think the no-side will gain that much. Like, they overturn here to lose speed. And then, as they accelerate here, they counter-steer again and no-side. Seems like Hobbit is using Action Key 4. Look at that, he's actually using Action Key for 80%. So that seems to be working. Then here, normal turn to the right. They also oversteer here again, and then into countersteer. And now again, they are no-siding there around that. Few more wiggles, and then a drop down to the finish. Okay, fairly simple map to be honest. Let's see, next one now. Okay, and also map number 3 going to Hobbit, okay. Hobbit has been cooking. But yeah, these are of course all the white maps. They are always going to be a lot simpler. The world records will get way crazier towards the end. I have heard that there's apparently already a shortcut coming in very soon as well. So yeah, maps, the first map's always fairly simple, but let's see what the rest has in store for us. So this map as well, map 3, a little bit more complicated than the last one. Here, just want to jump across and land smooth. He's actually air braking. And then trying to get a good landing here, get grip as early as possible. And then tight around here, no slide again on that turn. Keep very good speed, then into the wall right here. Want to have a nice wall right line, go a little bit up on the sign, but not higher than that. And then just into the risky finish here with this another wall right. Stay low. Simple map. Let's go to map number 4. Okay, map number 4. This was the plastic map. This one is so bright, and it's again Hobbit. There's no way Hobbit is not first in the campaign right now. He has the first 4 world records. What is he cooking right now? Also, they're all close, but he still has... Wait, that's me. Huh, that's definitely not the best line. That was my first try on the map. I think I got... Oh, second try maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, definitely not the best line there. Okay, interesting. So yeah, going up here, very simple, just normal driving. Then here, get the gear before, but should be no problem with your full speed. Very inside line here, and then they go wide. They go wide to have then a good angle into this turn. Another no-side exit on plastic. That looks hard though. I don't think you have to do that if you want to drive just a decent time. And then a drop down here, try to get very close to the inside line on this booster here, because you want a very straight, direct line towards the finish. Nice run, very close again. Well, let's take a look now at map number 5. Okay, should I show my run first? This was maybe a first try. I tried, I needed a few attempts at the start, I think. So this is how I finished this map. You go up here, do a quarter pipe jump, and then jump up completely normal over the 5th anniversary sign, and then through the checkpoint. I have heard that there's apparently a shortcut on this, but at the moment I can't see where or how. I'm a little bit scared about this plastic. There is no way, right? Okay, let's take a look. Techie with the world record. First place against Asano, Shexi, and I think Emilius, who found the shortcut I heard. I don't know what it is yet. I have no idea. I've just been told that there's a shortcut on this and that it's apparently insane. Let's take a look. So until here, normal. There's no way you're Ubering on the plastic there, right? There's no way you can get a Uber. Apparently there's a way. Apparently there is a way. What? How? How the fuck? They bounce off the present as well. Like, look at this. They hit the present, bounce against this, backslide, and then Uber on the wall into the finish. How? And they found this within an hour of the campaign releasing, especially. How is that possible? Wait, does this guy do the normal sweat actually? No, he definitely does the Uber as well. He just has had a slightly worse run. Holy shit. How did they find that so quickly? That this is even possible. Like, finding this setup with the present is the most insane part. That's insane, to be honest. That is insane. Can I explain the physics behind that? So yeah, basically, they go in here, they turn left, and now the thing is, they need more angle, because you want to have a backside and you want to have that backside ideally as fast as possible. So they want more angle. Because of that, they hit this present, which is plastic, so they bounce straight into the plastic wall here, and then they can immediately start the backside. Then they drive into this, and then I have no idea. The game gets very confused and it just sends them flying. So it's a backslide into the wall, and there's some miscalculation in the game. Like, the physics just break at this point, and it just sends them flying for some reason. And straight into the finish. Yeah. The game just gets very confused. That's the only explanation that I can really give for that. Alright. Map number 6. Let's see. Tween with the world record on this one. Okay, let's see if there's any other cuts. There were some maps, especially map 25. I felt like there might be some cuts. Because I was missing like half a minute there. That's a special map. Okay, this is just tech here. Oh my god, what a turn by Tween there. Fully on 2 wheels. Then drift around here as well. Inside, clean line. Inside on this one as well. Also pretty clean, and into the finish. Yeah, just a clean run here pretty much. Yeah, just inside here is completely normal. Then, yeah, just all nose side, no problem. Then here is light, take it inside as well to get set up for this turn. And look at how much speed Tween gets through this turn. He goes fully on 2 wheels there, but still gets around. And also gets that one nose side. Now, then this one here, try to get as much exit speed as possible. And then just really inside here for the last one. Maybe need to tap the brake multiple times to get around. But yeah, other than that, pretty simple map. Max the map already? Yeah, surely. Oh, this has a pretty big gap already here. Lingo with the world record by 700s on map number 7. Okay, just very inside here at the start, going over the penalty. Just jump, I guess. There's a few different lines there, inside versus outside. Looks like inside will be faster. And then up here, now this outside is hard. And yeah, Lingo got it really clean. Also keeping grip there, very nice. And then across here, just inside line, across. Stay with the grip on the side, and then yeah, clean into the finish. Yeah, the start is just pretty simple, no side. Try to get an early landing there. I think they also gear up in between there. You might want to watch out for that. And here, just get over the penalty as soon as possible, I guess. Try to get good speed. The others are a little bit ahead though. They have a slightly better start, but now the big thing is this entry here into this outside dirt. Lingo was actually last coming into this turn, but then he got it so good, and he especially got the exit so good. He didn't have airtime like the others, that he goes all the way from last place to first, and then also here from left to right, keep it clean, and into the finish. Okay, that was map number 7. Let's take a look now, map number 8. So map number 8 is actually a throwback, this map right here. This track you can see in the middle, this AO8 part, was the first ever 08 map in the game. But they decided to build a map around it. So basically like this. This was a summer 2020 08. But also on this map, linger with the world record. Okay, they jump a little bit in the start, it looks like. Then this is just no side right here, across. Actually, left side of the pillar, that works. Okay, that's cool, that's interesting. Then just try to get good speed into the bobsleigh there. Actually going pretty far on the right. Still manages to keep speed over the bump. And then just straighten out here, jump across the penalty, very inside setup here, keep the gear, very important, and the small nose side into the finish. So yeah, here at the start goes inside left and then air brakes to have not full grip on the penalty. There, like basically just has grip with the back tires, and then this. That just works, that's pretty cool to be honest. So inside here, that's pretty tight. Gonna be difficult to do that in rounds. Maybe possible though, we'll see. Where then across this, over the snow, with the reactor, into another bobsled turn as well. Just hold the line, and then drop down into the dirt, and then this turn here. Goes really inside, releases a lot for this one actually. But then, keeps the gear, and also goes into a small nose for the finish. Okay, but other than that, pretty simple. You probably want to finish a little bit further left if you can manage to do so. Okay, and then the wood map. Okay, we have a wood map here, map number 9. So, wood map, you usually just want to have very clean lines, very tight. Let's see how they do it. Like, you just want to minimize unnecessary steering movements. So far, it's just clean, pretty much. Just a clean map. Oh, no. Well, that's not just clean anymore. There is a trick in this. There is a trick, and that's gonna gain a lot. Because the penalty here obviously slows you down a lot, and what they do is they bounce on this lamp edge right there to get across. One person actually did it even more extreme than Nick here. Let's take a look at him. It was it Rowie? I think it was Rowie. He went for lamp even earlier. This one. Then goes even more over the penalty. But it seems like it was a little bit less speed. Because then you need a bigger bounce to get across. Interesting. What a weird map. Rowie found this as well. Okay, that's interesting. He's taking a different lamp though here. Also, what is that car, by the way? By Mark? What is that car? Oh my god, it has a very good end though. Going inside there is of course always going to be important then. And Neek almost died at the end as well. Was so inside, had to counter steer a little bit. Okay, then map number 10. Let's take a look. It is Evo Dot in first place. Almost all going right side, only Dubby going left. There was a little bit speed side map here, yeah. Small speed side there, another speed side here over the penalty. We have 2 speed side maps actually in this campaign. That's fantastic. Great to see the appreciation for the full speed community. That's very nice. They really deserve that. But yeah, pretty decent runs here pretty much. They just speed side across this. We can watch this again from a little bit behind as well. They just speed side here the first bit, then they nose side, then they speed side here again. And then across here, try to keep a good line. Try to slide as little as possible on the dirt. And then just normal wall right here, try to keep as much speed as possible and into the finish. Okay, those were the white and green maps. Now going to blue maps. These should be a little bit more complicated now. And Fliffle has the world record here, 2 tenths ahead of 5th place. So here just go inside onto the grass. Then also more inside here on the grass part there. White line on this, try to avoid the sand. Inside drift here as well. And now, do they go outside here? Yeah, they do. Of course they do. It is an outside dirt turn. And then also outside there on the transition. That's hard to drive. Then good speed here, just over the corner and into the finish. Yeah, pretty clean run to be honest here by Fliffle. Just goes inside here, completely normal. These are really normal lines here. Goes very high up here and then back down. Keeps the grip still on that landing. And then also here, very important here that you get a good exit out of that drift. And then just outside. You don't have to do perfect outside, as we can see here, like Jörgling, who is 3rd place right now, didn't really have the cleanest outside line. But yeah, proper outside would definitely be faster. And then white line there, just try to speed set a little bit here across the ending and finish. Pretty simple map overall still. Okay, map 12. What do we have on this one? I think this was the free block tech map. This one I'm really interested in, because the world records are far ahead of what you needed for the AT. So already there, going from far left with the setup. Also here, far left. Whoa, that's a difficult turn. Went with so much speed into it, but survived it. Also here, just super inside. Super inside, as much as possible, pretty much. Sets up the slide with a small jump. Okay. That's neat. And then just normal looping into the finish. The finish is pretty simple, to be honest. But yeah, here, fully on the left setup. I think they even pre-drift as well, if I saw this correctly. They go in here and then they pre-drift here. You can see the brake button. So they pre-drift to get this a little bit more inside this turn. Barely getting around. Then also here jumps from the left side to land a little bit earlier. And then just full speed this tunnel. So much speed through there. Then also here, it's so important. It's basically the entire map. Just be inside, like here, so inside. You get the grip earlier. You get around the turn here very close as well. Minimum distance. Very good there. And then also this drift here. So much speed on the exit. And then just go into the finish. Pretty simple, to be honest. Alright, should be fine. Yeah, maybe you can do a bit of a speed set there. Okay, this one now. Corny and Suzui 1 and 2 on a penalty reactor map. I am interested. Let's see. What did they find on this one? This was a bit of a weird map, to be honest. Okay, across there. Really inside strat. Then jump across. Okay. Clean into the water. Across here. Also just clean. Then drive up to the right. No slide there. Trying to get a little bit of a jump. And then another no side jump at the end. That makes sense. And into the finish. Where did Suzui go in the finish? Wait, what was this? Oh wait, it wasn't Suzui. Wait, who was it? Wait, it was Turtled. Turtled. Where are you going, my man? He goes here and like finishes as far left as possible. He could have been really close to the world record. But yeah, messed it up there at the very end. But yeah, no reactor shenanigans. Pretty much just clean lines, to be honest, right here. Just jump a little bit. This one is quite important. You jump here. To get a little bit less grip on the penalty. Also here, just as inside as possible. Look at how close he gets there. And then on this wall as well, they also try to be really close. And then just counters here, jump across. Over here as well, small jump. Just barely keep the grip into the water. Same thing here, just barely keeping the grip. Then inside line, exit here. No sliding this turn. Try to go for a small jump there, seems to be possible. Also on this part here, they need to, they do a jump, like right here. Enough speed to do a small jump. Always jumps like this can be very useful. Then, into the finish. Okay, map 14, let's take a look. I think that's Fred Wolf? That name, I don't know though. Who knows at this point? This was the wet tires map, the wet tires no side map. Interesting concept for a map for sure. Yeah, just keeping grip here. Then full speed across this. Now how much do you need to release for this turn? Do you even need to release? Did a tiny tap. Tiny tap release, okay. And jump in here. At the moment he's still behind. But that was a clean transition there. And now the ending. The ending is I think probably the most important part. Yeah, gets it super tight. Nice line. And just 100 in front of Lingo there. But yeah, pretty much the start, just drive normal, clean, easy lines here. This is also pretty easy, just drive full speed into the jump. Then this also, it's pretty simple this map, until about this turn right here. This turn now gets, is where it gets difficult. I think right around here, there you saw maybe. Tiny release step to get around the turn. Maybe you can full speed it, I'm not sure yet. There's slightly different lines here as well. Some people at this jump go left and then they jump a little bit more, whereas the world record here lands a little bit earlier, has a small jump before, but it seems to pay off. But Lingo actually got it even better. Let's take a look at what Lingo did there. Yeah, he's behind here, but he kept full grip. Yeah, full grip, definitely faster here. Also full grip there at the exit, and then super tight end here, but not tight enough to get the world record. 100 only. Oh my god, we have a command for all the renames. Fantastic. Yeah, we see it right here. Ririka, so that's Heath with the world record on the NASCAR map. Let's see what they cooked on this one. 51.8 is already pretty good. Okay, it's no side in the first lap. Okay, that's what I was wondering about. This one no side as well. Yes. Actually, Heath behind in the start. Okay, some people slide this one, some people no side. I think slide is faster in that turn. It's only a small release here. And it's a brake setup as well for that turn, as I thought. Then this one here, yeah, it's a slide. Definitely a slide. Some people come back with more speed with the no slide, but I think it's a slide. I think you can push it probably further. Then this also a slide into a no slide. That is the second lap done here. Got a much better exit there, Heath. But yeah, pretty much just a slide there. I can maybe look at the next lap here and actually try to analyze it. So they come around the turn here, try to get it as fast as possible. Then here brake setup, so you get this turn a little bit more inside with more speed. And then also here jumps with a small brake to then just get around the turn sliding with full speed. You don't really need speed for this exit because you're already too fast anyways. They need to release a little bit here to get around this turn as fast as possible. Then this one as well, a jump, small slide setup. Then here you can end the slide early. Depends kind of on your line. And then also here, small release to get around. And then just one final lap. Watching it 2 times speed now. It's of course 5 times the exact same lap. This really sounds like Formula 1, honestly. At 2 times speed. Interesting. Considering it's NASCAR map. Alright, but yeah, that was map number 15. Let's take a look now. Map 16 in the Red Series. Okay. Big gaps right here. First place, Fune, 2/10 ahead of second place. This was a pretty interesting one. Just want to go super inside there at the start. Want to avoid the penalty a little bit. Like, you want to go a little bit further left than normal on that setup for the turn. Then into here as well. Very inside this one. Now, how do they do this turn? Do they go high? They do go high. Okay, high there. High on this one as well. Wow, that's completely different to what I did. Wait, I can show that once. Like, how I did that turn was completely different. I wasn't actually too far away here. This was my author time attempt. But I did like this line, and you can see just how much less speed I have, right? Against them. Like, that's different lines there, but you have way less speed at the exit. So it seems like these high wall ride lines actually are worth it. Okay, then down there, across. Small drift. Want to get the line here clean over the penalty again. And then just clean lines to the finish. The finish is pretty simple. Puva did a cut on this. Is there a cut that is undone by the world record right now? I don't know if I can see it though, because I don't have Puva here. I don't know where a cut would be on this map. I mean, there's a reactor there after all. But other than that, not sure. Not sure. Maybe something there you could do. But yeah, pretty simple other than that. That was map 16. Let's take a look at map 17 now. Okay, map 17, let's see. Daisy also with a 2/10 lead right here. This was a very technical map, to be honest. Yeah, inside there, over the top. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't consider that idea. Okay, then up on that, super smooth. Holy shit. That's such a smooth line. Drop down there to the right, through the checkpoint as well. No slide across. Inside line here, so inside, no slide again. Yeah, this is a map where you will see a lot of no slides. Inside over the sand as well. Also over the sand here, and then just no slide the entire end. Huh, interesting. That's a pretty easy line, to be honest, if you go for it, I think. Because it's obviously easier if you lose a little bit of speed already. As long as you keep the gear. But yeah, high line here. I'm really surprised about that line. Like that you're going across the top of the mountain pretty much. And then down like this. Then just inside here pretty much. Small no-side at the exit. He didn't get it perfect. But then also here, just super smooth across on the left side. That's pretty good. And then across here, nice jumps. Stay on the right side. Uphill through the checkpoint. And then really tight around there as well with the nose side. Over the sand again. Over another sand part here. And then that's the map done pretty much. Okay. Let's take a look at map 18 now. Okay. Map 18. This has a big gap. Look at that. Holy shit. Half a second gap in the top 5. What are they gonna do here? I think there was wet wood on this map as well. So first of all, the normal would want to get that really inside to get good speed. And then just across there. Oh, they exited like that. Okay, counter steer, interesting. Obviously, you want to get as much speed as possible for that wood part. Good speed there as well. Reactor into the wall right. Onto another wood part. Inside line now here. Okay. Over the grass. Small slide here. You really only need a tiny slide. They do jump over the sand. I was wondering about that. And then ice slide? No. Okay, they do not ice at the end. Okay, I see. No ice at the end. So yeah, just across like this with the wood. Just pretty simple here in the start. The start is pretty simple. Until here where they get a really tight line. Like exactly over the edge there pretty much. That was clean. Then over the water here as well. Very nice inside across this. And also here. Inside line and then counters here to go straight onto the reset. Damn, okay. Really close fight here as well. Between Doyle and Matt. You can see that. Then drop down here, keep the speed. Also here, super inside. It's really important with the wood part. Tiny, tiny drift. And then here, very important, that's what I said earlier. You can go on the right here, but then you will keep grip and you will get slowed down by the sand a little bit. So what they do is take a tiny jump just to jump over the sand. And it seems to be worth it. Then just clean line into the finish pretty much. Okay, had a little bit more speed and that really paid off there. Okay, 19. Only a couple more maps left. And what did Jean-René do here? This is the engine of map. I am 150th with almost 5 seconds behind. What do? Do they actually cut an engine off? I was wondering about this. So they keep grip here. That makes sense. Is that everything though? Or do they do more? They have quite a lot of speed here. Jumping all the way into the downhill. That is a lot of speed that they have here. So much speed. They barely keep on the ground, to be honest. Barely keeping grip. They do jump fully over the penalty. Oh yeah, they have so much speed. Yeah, this snowboards so hard, it's insane. And then just into the finish. Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, I mean, that's a sick run, to be honest. Honestly though, second place looks free, if you look at that. Half a second, within half a second of that. But you can tell here, like I'm pretty close here, but then I jump. And the snowball with the speed goes crazy. Look at that. Holy shit. Holy shit, how much that snowboards is insane. Okay, but other than that, just pretty simple lines. Okay, map 20. Oh yeah, this one. This one had the different lines. Okay, first of all, top 5. Do they all do the same line? Yes, they all go line 4. I haven't seen this yet. I haven't driven this yet. I only drove route 1 and 2. This map has 5 different routes. Okay, let's see. Going up here around like this. Okay, this looks cool. Up to the right. Are they just driving normal or is there any kind of trick or cut on this route that makes it so much faster? Or is the route just that much faster? Did I just pick the wrong route? Because I don't think you can drive a 41 on the route that I took. They also use some of the new blocks there on this map. Yo, I think this route is just faster. I think it is just faster, okay. Okay, let's try to analyze a little bit here. We're going up like this. Small drift here across this, keeping grip. Then just jump here super inside there onto the downhill right. That is the new block, by the way, that we have now in the game. We've seen it a lot in other maps, but those were always items. Then just here, keep good speed, exit on the left side, jumping into a slide here as well. Try to keep good speed. I think you can still gain a little bit though on these ones. Inside drift here, that's a tough drift to be honest. Then jump across, another downhill turn, and a jump up here to the right, and into the finish. Alright. Now, there's 5 maps left. Black Series starting. Let's take a look. 100.3 by Sky on this map right here. Map 21, the speed tech map. Let's check it out. What did Sky cook here? So yeah, decent start so far, but nothing too special. This was of course a very hard author time to get. The author time is within a second pretty much of this. Only like 100 to 200 people beat it so far, I think. So decent speed until here, but now I think this turn is gonna be insane. Yeah, he keeps a lot of speed. Oh my god. Getting the turn around this is crazy. Then this turn is also tough. He jumps into the slide. Keeps up the speed. Keeps the momentum. Okay, nice. Also really inside line there as well. Up through the checkpoint. Jump up here. Like it gets scary about hitting your forehead there, to be honest. That turn is also so hard to do well. But it's pretty much just the normal lines, just clean. Just good tech lines, pretty much. There's nothing like really special, no weird tricks, it's just good lines, pretty much. Pretty simple map. Then, my nemesis, map 22. If you ask me what I think about this campaign, I would say it has 24 good maps in it. This is the one exception. Let's take a look at the world record by Josh here. It's a full speed slide map where you're required to get good speed slides. Not just speed slides, but you need to get good speed slides and you need to get all of them if you want to get the author time. Unless you're a full speed pro. This author time is brutal. It's probably the hardest author time we've ever had in Trackmania. It goes really inside there, up here, and then with his speed, he can just nose slide here and then start a speed slide. For him, this is faster. If you're a little bit slower, it's better to full speed the entire turn there. And then just normal speed slide lines here. Then this part at the end is really hard to get speed slides. He's auto sliding there a little bit from the transition. And then just all the way up into the finish, just normal. Okay, wasn't the desert mix one harder? Nah, that one was easier than this one for sure. It's also not as niche. I think that one was just harder for some people because they didn't know the desert car that well. But yeah, they go up here. He doesn't speed slide here. I did speed slide. But what they are doing instead is they are starting in S4D. S4D basically means you brake right... There he just braked to start a speed slide. So he does a tiny brake tap and then you need to get a perfect slide. That way he can hold it a little bit longer. So yeah, what a fantastic start to a campaign map where the first speed slide is an S4D. But yeah, then you just have to try to hold this one here as long as possible. Into this part, and this one here as well. Pretty hard to hold the speed slide perfectly, but you gotta try your best. Then here, this also is really hard. You need to full steer here to get another SD throughout the straight line here, up to the looping. Then here, out of the looping, try to not oversteer there. You pretty much always get a speed slide here. And then just a normal tube line. As I said earlier, he has so much speed that he doesn't want to speed slide out of this. If you have a little bit less speed, I think speed sliding here is worth it. He just has so much speed that it's better for him to just nose slide here and then have a better angle for the next speed slide up the hill. For him, this is worth it. For if you're a little bit slower, then I think it is better to speed slide the entire thing. And there, just another speed slide. Try to get a small speed slide there, and then into the finish. Just try to get as many of these as possible. Try to hold them inside lines, and then pray that you can get the author time on this one. Alright. But yeah, next one now. It is map number 23. Okay, the author time on this one, again, a lot easier. Pretty much just a normal map. Let's see what Jobski cooked on this one. 101.6, half a second in front of second place actually. So goes through there, into the looping, drift here, try to stay very inside, and then jumps with the left hill actually. I used the right hill in my PB attempt, but he jumps with the left hill. Okay, then jump there, try to get that smooth, up here. Pretty simple stuff. Then this part here, go inside, but don't drop the gear. It's very hard to not drop the gear there, but he managed to do so. Then just normal wall ride lines here, just try to get a good line. Then middle line here most likely. Yes, he goes for the middle as well. Get the gear right before you go up. And now here, does he go? Oh, he goes right side. Interesting. Less distance. Seems to be worth it. Okay. Going right side and then left at the end. Okay, interesting. Then just try to speed set a little bit towards the finish, and there you go. Yeah, pretty simple map, to be honest. I think this is probably, no offense to Jobski, but it's probably one of the least played maps. I also got 40th there when I got the author time. I wonder why. People seem to not like that map too much. It was a good run though by Jobski there, half a second in the lead. It didn't look like a run that would be half a second in the lead. Okay, now, ice map, let's take a look. This is the one proper ice map of the campaign here. Ice it across there, try to get a good exit here. What is happening with the cameras? I don't know what's going on. You want to always exit with 90-degree ice slides at the exit. Okay, another ice slide here. And then onto the booster. Try to get as much speed as possible there. Then over the wood. Another... here, reactor boost penalty section. Try to get a very, very tight ice slide here. Super tight, actually going all the way over the snow even. And then onto the reset into the last ice slide. And just inside, pretty much. Just inside, straight into the finish. Okay, interesting. I see, okay. Fairly simple, to be honest. It's pretty much just... inside ice slides, actually. I thought you would maybe want to get more booster here in the start, but seems to not be worth it going wider. Same thing here, just get as inside of a line as possible, just avoid the booster pretty much. Here as well, inside ice slide, you want to be 90 degrees, as I said earlier, to get a good exit there. It kind of exits on its own. Then here, get a good slide, try to keep as much speed as possible. Then here, I think this is the one exception where they go a little bit wider into the booster, at least half of the booster, to get a good exit there. You also can use the speed more there, because there's a wood turn after. And then ice slide here, inside, over the snow, onto reactor, and then over the grass, and over one more ice slide, and into the finish. Okay, there you go. That is map number 24. Now one map left, map number 25. And this is a really special one. It is a 5-minute author time for the 5-year anniversary. Let's take a look at this world record by Alcon. 3:33. What did Alcon cook? Okay, let's see. How? How even? Okay, so... this is, by the way, I think a tribute to the Royal mode, where you go through 5 different sections, white, green, blue, red, and black. The exact same way as in... Ooh, Giuliano doing a cut there. Oh, that's interesting. Giuliano did a small cut. Wait, let's take a look at that. Do I always get this camera when I want to switch to... God damn it. Wait, give it a second. Okay, no. Here, look at this. Giuliano was already second place here, but now he jumps into a box right there. I think that's faster if you get it well. I definitely think that that is faster. But yeah, not easy, obviously, to do well. That's probably more than that, though, because Giuliano is somehow 10 seconds behind Alcon. But yeah, what I said earlier, this is a tribute to Royal. That mode does not exist anymore. Now they got rid of it in the game. There were just not enough players to keep it up. After they changed the rules. Okay, drop down there. Even Alcon doesn't get the exit well. He also, Alcon goes over the penalty. Interesting. I thought that you would go over the platform on the left. But yeah, no. Okay, he did lose time there. Okay, the others did get it better. He had a lot of penalty, to be fair, Alcon, in that section. Insane pipe strats there. Holy shit, Yannick's was like basically on the side of the pipe and still keeping grip somehow. And across here, try to get good speed. There has to be a cut, right? There has to be a cut on this map. There's no way Alcon gains 11 seconds on Giuliano in the next 2 minutes, right? There's no way. So over the moving pipes here, that's a sick part there. You can risk that so much. Good landing there as well, keeping good speed. Now this one you can also risk a lot. Pretty tough to do though, that pipe there. It's a long map, obviously. Very special map. Then just jump up here, normal quarter pipe. And there's the cut. Yeah, alright. Alright, yeah, that's a very simple one, to be honest. That's a lot faster. It's a small reroute in a way. So basically I can maybe show you right here. So the normal path goes to the left over this pipe here, and then does a slow chicane on this pipe into this checkpoint. Let's see if the others do it, actually. No, all of them cut. All of them cut, actually. Besides Qual, who still managed to get into the top 5, where they all cut, and then they just jump here, basically. Obviously, that's gonna save a lot of time. They're just inside drift there, and then a little bit of a blind jump there, but it's fine, it works. Then a nice wall right there as well, up the hill, into the checkpoint. But now I feel like there has to be more. Yeah, this is a cut as well. How, Alcon? How did you even survive that? Yeah, normally you have to slow it down there because you're too fast. Up here, that's a lot of speed through that section. And then quarter pipe jump. Can take this one pretty low. Down here, up to the left. I think you can keep a little bit more speed here. I think this is a map that I might want to hunt as well. Looks fun for sure. And now this one. What do they do? Do they do anything special or do they just land clean? Nah, it looks like Icon is doing something special. Holy shit. Okay, it's a full bug slide through the entire thing. Full bug slide. That's insane. I thought you could land bug slide here, but I thought you wouldn't keep the speed. But yeah, if you keep the bug slide through the entire turn, then yeah, that's gonna be faster. Can you even hold the bug slide one further? Like, wait a second. Like, if you land here and you hold the bug slide all the way, could you bug slide into this turn as well onto the penalty? Probably, right? Also, you just hit the tree right after, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? It's a 3-minute map after all. And then another... Oh, that's kind of obvious. Come on, Nadio. What is that? There was no checkpoint there? Really? Oh my god. So instead of going here, driving around and doing a quarter pipe jump into the checkpoint, they just jump up here and insta-standing respawn. It's just faster. It also makes this part after a lot easier as well. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Then turn around here, quarter pipe, around like that. Small jump over the penalty. Across like this. And then over the penalty again, through the checkpoint. One more turn to the right. And then we are almost at the finish. Yeah, small cut there, can jump very inside. And one last quarter pipe jump. You don't do a quarter pipe jump, yeah, fantastic. You just drop down. And then finish, okay. Yeah, this is, as a tribute to the Royal community, this was cut to oblivion, honestly true. Yeah, what a map though. Like, holy shit, what a map. Can I go into Camp 7? Okay, now I can. Like, holy, this map is so jam-packed with so much stuff, it's insane. Definitely cooked. Definitely a cooked map right there, and that's the campaign. Alright, that's how the world records look like after just 5 hours of the campaign being released. Let's see how they will look like in 3 months at the end of the campaign. Also, apparently, before we end, there's a streamable that I've just received by Emilius. So apparently, there's something possible. Let's take a look. Okay. So you can jump here and then reroute this checkpoint? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But then, can you do the next cut as well? If you land good here? Yeah, you can do that for sure. That is possible. I guess that would be faster, yeah. Makes sense. That makes sense. That could be faster. Okay, interesting. I just jump across here. I think if you position yourself a little bit further to the right, then it should be also possible to get the checkpoint immediately, like Alcon did in the world record there. I think that should be possible. Okay, maybe we can do that. All right, let's see. Well, that is the map's done then. This is how it looks like right now. Hobbit in first place, Lingo in second. We'll see where they will stand in 3 months' time when the summer campaign is over. But yeah, that was fun. I think I definitely enjoyed these maps. There's only one map that I didn't really enjoy, which was map 22. But other than that, I think this is a really fun campaign. Looking forward to playing some more on these. Yeah, see you then. Take care. Have a good one.